In the middle of the night, it was as if something woke me up. What are you doing here? You are not supposed to be here. He was just angry. There were pieces missing of the hair. That literally just said in the hallway. I woke up on the plane. My heart was beating out of my chest. Oh my god. Hey Cats, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kelsey Davies. Today I'm going to be talking about some paranormal encounters that I have not shared a lot of information about to the public, to the people, for you guys. If you're new here, I have psychic, clairvoyant, medium gifts, whatever you want to call them, and I have a lot of spiritual and paranormal occurrences every day. It's a fun life. It's really great. Without further ado, let's get into them. This first one is the girl with the blue hair. You heard that right. This was a really strange one that happened in the middle of the night. We live in a really old historic town that has buildings around that are over 100 years old, catacombs underneath, and sometimes spirits or entities like to come and visit me in my sleep. It's really fun. This has happened to me since I was little. I would always have the most bizarre dreams, and I would even wake my mom up in the middle of the night and tell her that ghosts were visiting me in my sleep. I couldn't even say the word ghost out loud because I was too scared to. I thought it was gonna summon something and they were gonna come get me. Okay, getting into the girl with the blue hair. So Drew and I were sleeping, and in the middle of the night, it was as if something woke me up because I was in a half dream, half awake like state. I wasn't having sleep paralysis or anything, which is not fun. And I opened my eyes and I just felt a presence in the hallway next to our room. So I look over, I see this small girl standing there, not facing us, she was facing away, and I just see the back of her. Her body was super duper skinny. The best way I can explain it is like a Meals statue back here. Her skin almost had an orange tint to it, and her hair was really... Yes! Oh my god. Oh god, okay. She had a bunch of braids in her hair. They weren't normal, they were just sticking out like weird Barbie. If you had a Barbie doll and you braided all their hair and there were pieces missing, but it was this bright blue color. And so I kind of acknowledged it, but I just ignored it because I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. Maybe I'm imagining this, I don't know what's happening, and I just kind of went back to sleep. And when I went back to sleep, I had a dream where I was in this house and there was this really tiny bed with rope on it, as if someone was tied up to the bed. The house was really messy, and I had a lot of just weird feelings in it, and there was someone there in my dream. I don't know who this was. It wasn't anyone I know of, and she was telling me that a little girl named Sammy was abused in the house and she died. There was something with the bathtub too that I can't remember, but the theory that I have is this little girl was abused by, I believe, a mother figure. Maybe she had some sort of mental illness, was not in the right state of mind. When I told Drew about this, he freaked out. I even drew her. Oh, I have her in my, I have a psychic journal where I write down predictions and things like manifestations, you know. I also like to draw things that I see. Okay, it's not the best drawing, but I just drew it out really quick because I wanted to show Drew what I was talking about. Her hair, the way that it's braided like that, but bright blue. The fact that the spirits responded to that, I kind of want to ask them if they know anything about this little girl. Let's see what they say. The links to the apps I use are down below in the description. Just be safe while you're using them. Whoever responded with the triangle, are you able to come forward and answer some questions? It was me, Lola. Yes, I felt like it was her, but I wasn't sure. That literally just said in the hallway. Lola, can you tell me who the girl with the blue hair is? Can you tell me what her name is? Was the little girl I saw in the hallway just my imagination? No. Did she have something with the dream that I had after I saw her? Yes, that was... Yes. Do you know what happened to her? Did she just want to come and communicate what happened, or did I just pick up on it? I asked that question because sometimes I wonder if I'm just tapping into that energy and seeing things based off that, or if these things are being shown to me by someone. Sometimes I can't tell and I'm not sure. Oh, this one's kind of up. The man with the glasses. So I was getting ready for bed and behind me I felt like there was someone there. I thought it was Drew, and then I looked over. Drew was sitting on our bed. You know when you just feel a presence or the heat coming off of someone? That's what it felt like. And I turned around and no one was there. And then in my mind's eye I kept seeing this man with glasses. And if you've been here for a while, one of my spirit guides I see is Lenny, and he does have glasses on. So I thought it was maybe him. I was like, okay, like maybe it's just Lenny, kind of brushed it off and went to bed. Was not Lenny, I'll tell you that. It was like really messed up. This dream was so uncomfortable. I felt like I was definitely in a lower vibrational plane wherever I was. Why did that just turn red? I'm not gonna say everything that I saw. Yes, okay, they agree. Thank you. That was Lola's looking out. She's like, you don't want to get demonetized, honey. Let's keep it PG here, or PG-13. In the dream, I was in this, I want to call it a hotel. It was this big building with a lot of rooms. I don't know how I got down to the basement, but when I went down there was a man down there with glasses, and he was doing something really disgusting and disturbing to a skeleton with flesh on it. You guys can fill in the blanks on what he was doing. It just felt like a very lower vibrational entity that was not good, that was into really disturbing things. I don't know if that's what he did in his life, because that's a thing, I guess, that people are into. I'm like scared to ask questions about this one, but I'm gonna anyways. Now that I think about it, when I saw him, I had just gotten out of the shower. Lola, do you know anything about that man that I've been talking about? No. No, I don't think she wants to know. Was he a demon of any sort? No, he was just a really messed up person. Why do you think he showed me that? What if he like wanted to do that to me? Maybe he would target women and do that? I don't know. Next is the couple on the cruise ship. I truly believe that when you go to sleep, you go into different realms. It's like the theory of the silver cord. If you haven't heard of that, it's as if your consciousness or part of your consciousness is able to leave your body and travel. Like some people go to other planets, or they'll go places they've never been. And it's just fascinating because there's so much we don't know about the human consciousness. I've had a lot of dreams of future events, dreams of deceased loved ones coming to me, and then I tell a person later about it and then they know exactly who I'm talking about. It's really interesting. So that's why some of my paranormal communication happens in my sleep. This one was kind of a tragic love story. I was on this old cruise ship that I've never been on, and there was a man there and he just started talking to me. He had this big white mustache, looked a lot older, super white hair, and he seemed a little bit sad. He started mentioning his wife, and I saw her on the edge of the boat crying. I did get his name, and it was Liam, and then the last name started with an H, but I think it was Henderson or something like that. But he was telling me how him and his wife died. I think she was going through a really hard time, and she jumped off the side of the cruise ship, and he jumped in the water to save her, and they both drowned. I try not to question it too much as to why they would come and share these things with me. Maybe it has something to do with someone in this apartment complex and wanted to come talk to someone. I'm not sure. I'm gonna use a spirit meter for this one. Do you know anything about Liam and his wife who were on the cruise ship? 8:30. Is that what time it happened? I do think it happened at night. Whoa. Did you have a chance to chat with him a little bit? Yes, I did. Did you tell him to come to me? Does it help spirits to talk about what happened to them in order to move on? I'm kind of getting like communication right now, and I was kind of questioning as to why spirits wouldn't talk about it, you know, in their realm, but what I just got is it helps them to chat with the living because they're not quite moved on yet. So it's like they're kind of stuck, not in purgatory necessarily, but they're stuck in this weird vibration where it's not high enough to really speak to these higher beings, but they're able to lower it in order to talk with the living. Because what I've learned too, and I'll do a whole other video on like things I've learned during my enlightenment journey and all that, there are different levels of consciousness, and our plane of existence here on earth is such a low vibration that they have to lower their vibrations in order to come here. But it is hard to higher your vibration when you're stuck in that mental state as well. It made sense in my brain, but if that did not make sense, then I'm sorry. This one almost gave me a heart attack. The man on the plane. I absolutely hated this one. It put me in a state of panic. So we were on our flight back from Japan. We had done a lot of ghost hunting out there, and I was in a very low vibration at the time. I was dealing with, you know, a lot of anxiety, depression, and wherever I went in this dream was such a lower dimensional plane. I was not supposed to be there. It looked like this old abandoned street. There was a bunch of fog, and it was very gray looking, like a street light in the middle just shining on the road. I was walking down it and I knew I was not supposed to be there. And I looked down, and within this dream I get a vision of this lady that had died in the middle of the sidewalk, and it was as if I was just seeing her lay there. So I went to step over her feet, and this man comes out of this house. He is the creepiest looking. They should make a horror movie like this because oh my god. He was super skinny, like skin and bones. He had this huge poofy beard that was down to here. You could just see in his eyes, he was like, what are you doing here? You are not supposed to be here. He was just angry that I was there, and he started chasing me, started running towards me, and I woke up on the plane. My heart was beating out of my chest. Yes, I had to focus on my breath, breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth. I had to just relax. I was shaking. I was like having this panic attack on the plane. Is it possible to go to other realms in your sleep? Yes. Did I end up somewhere that I was not supposed to be? Yes. I've done that multiple times too. I'll have to do another video explaining all that. Do you think that the man was like trying to protect me from being in that place? No, no. Not me trying to find the good in this man. Was he just angry at me and chasing me out, you think? Yes, absolutely. Yes. That concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want more videos like this one. I have so many stories and so many experiences to share. Don't forget to get your third eye hoodies. In my next video, I'll be shouting out some people who have tagged me on social media wearing them. We also have the Lola plushies, which would make a great Christmas present. Make sure you are subscribed. Also hit that notification bell so that you guys know when I post, and I will see you in my next video.